Okay, today you are in medical school. We're going to show you how to do brain surgery and cure people of mental constipation. You know, you don't know what you don't know. You don't even know that you don't know it. You don't even know that you don't know it, that you don't know it. And that can be dangerous. So we're here, the reason we're discussing this is to inoculate you. Do you understand what inoculation is? Inoculation prevents you from getting a disease or being infected with something that will hurt you. Some people don't know that they're going to be hurt. And the only reason that we're doing this is to clean it up so it doesn't destroy your business. Because it will destroy your business. You understand that? So it's out of love, not anger, not hate. It's like, I hate to have to put my hand like that on a little hiney of one of my grandkids. I'm not allowed to anyway. My dad used to say, Jimmy, I'm going to have to give you a whipping. Now bend over. It hurts me more than it hurts you, son. Well, I understand that. Okay, so this is for those who got caught up in it, not understanding. That's why I call it sometimes a cancer. That's not really accurate, but the reason I call it a cancer is because it metastasizes, it spreads, and it ends up killing you. There's no way to come out of this ahead, because you are doing it at the expense of other people, and anything that's done at the expense of other people destroys the organism, and it's totally the opposite of what Market America is all about. One team, one dream. You get that? I don't think it was done with malice and intention. It was done with entrepreneurial zeal and people thinking that they're smarter than us. Well, I got news for you. You're not. You're not. Watch my lips. You are not. And if you want to battle, we're going to destroy you. If you want to come clean, people say, when are you going to get over this? Well, it's still going on. I got to stop it or it'll destroy the business. Well, can't you forgive people? Oh, wait a minute. To forgive, somebody has to repent. Then we have atonement. But I don't see it happening because we tell them about it and they just keep doing it the next week. So we'll clean all this up. So at any rate, just to be clear, leaving this slide up, just to be clear, the diagram on the right is the right way to build the business. It's built from the bottom up based on retail. Everybody has customers. They're profiting and breaking even and covering their costs from retail. Their repeat retail and regenerated volume creates a residual income that's rock solid from the bottom up. Now, anything else that's being infused to trick the system or fake it out is built on straw. And the first wind that comes along will blow it down. Oh, you think, oh, that's not true. Man, I can get all this unencumbered volume from auctions and whatnot. You just watch. It is self-destructive. Okay, and it backfires. So what's happening is this system of you, many of you, supplying the auctions. The thing that blew our mind, you heard Mark, we worked for years to stop this, fighting it. But it kept coming back. And then we discovered it wasn't somebody outside doing it. It was people inside doing it. You see? So what happens as a result of that is that everybody that builds the business right and solid gets the rug pulled out from underneath them for the gain, greed, and interest of a few. And those that are bigger, that are greater leaders, have a management responsibility, and they turn their head because they're benefiting from it financially. Sorry, I had to say that because it is the truth. I don't dislike you because of that, but I'm not going to let you steal my baby or kill my people. So that's the enemy, see it? Now, I don't want you to feel badly if you got caught up in this, or you thought you were smart and you got in deeper than you can get out. What I want you to do is to come clean so we can save you. But you see, either you would be gone, the rest of the company would be gone, or Market America would be gone. So you cannot win. You ultimately cannot win. Do you understand that? So the sooner you correct it and let us help you, the sooner it'll happen. And if you try to beat us, we're going to kick your ass. You see? Place your bets. Now, what I want to talk about, Kevin talked about the wrong thinking, the wrong way. I want to talk about the right way, the way the company was built. Okay, so it's built not from the top down, sitting on a computer 3 hours a night, manipulating volume and creating centers and filling them, getting people to ship product to one address and then supplying the auction. No, it's not done that way. That's from the top down. We work person by person, floor by floor, building a solid business and duplicating so that we don't have to do it for them. And they're self-sufficient, and it creates regenerated repeat volume, building a solid structure from the bottom up. Just like this. Everybody has customers. You don't want to get customers? You don't want to go into people's homes? You don't want to do meetings? Let me give you a piece of advice. Make it easy on yourself. Get out now. You know? Believe me, we don't need you. We lose money on you every day, and you destroy the good people that did it right. Okay, so I'm sorry I got wound up. So look, here's what the principle of building is. Exclusive products and an unparalleled shopping experience with Shop.com, where all customers go through only UFO shop consultants, and they make an IBV profit and cash back. So each unfranchised owner owns a real business with exclusive products. Exclusive products. These are exclusive products. It's part of your deal when you become an unfranchised owner. Only you can sell these great products. We work very hard to make the best products in the world, and I'm not going to have them hijacked. You see? That's taken away from us. And those of you that are doing it, that's what you're doing. You're destroying the marketplace. The backbone of this company is the greatest products in the world at the right prices. Okay? So, UFO is under contract with the company and is trained. They do not have to handle fulfillment, processing, payment, or tracking, but they're the only source of the product. For years, we wouldn't let people put stuff in stores or whatever. I mean, we had to be tough because we didn't want to undermine our own market. And they are the only authorized seller. Otherwise, the value of the unfranchised business is dissolved, diluted, because people don't need to get the product through you. They can get it somewhere else, and on Amazon and eBay and Tybo, and it's all, the lowest price wins. So that's what happens. Do you understand this? Am I being mean? Okay. So UFO, they own the customer. You own the customer the way we do it. And seeing people unravel this just drives me insane. You know, you can get into business, have some customers in the U.S., fly to UK, get some customers there, go to Hong Kong, meet a girl, get married, go to Mexico, and the orders are still, it always catches as your order. You go to Mexico, get divorced, come back to the U.S., and now it tracks both of you. It's pretty incredible. But when somebody moves those customers, okay, or they get taken away, we got a problem. That's not what the business is about. It's not what it was designed to do. So, let me see if that's right. Can you go back? Starting with number 5. Okay, right. Okay, it is number 5. Go now, forward. Thank you. Okay, it's built on solid UFO by UFO. Try to understand this. If the foundation is weak, you cannot build a skyscraper. It'll fall over. But brick by brick, the first 2 you bring in, and with an experienced senior partner working with you, and getting customers, and doing the requirements, they're all there for a reason to make it solid. Then we put the next brick in, and the next brick in. And the mortar that holds them together is a very profitable retail business and profitable residual income and love and teamwork. Take that away, the whole thing falls apart. Then you have real owner, real customers, doing the basic 5, base 10 times 7 strong, real duplication, then the ABC pattern, and every one of those unfranchised units. You know, an unfranchise is a real business, just like a franchise, except you don't got to pay $150 grand. You can make more money in it. And it has real technology, real things, real products. How can you possibly think that you can do it with fake unfranchises? Doesn't work. Point made, then the shopping annuity. And it's all built vertically, never horizontally. So we're never in competition. And there's a compounding effect of everybody up working down below to perfect and make those UFOs, unfranchises, profitable. Now, downline placement, I came up with this thing. I invented it. I had to work out the math and the actuarials and the calculus derivatives of the change, the rate of change in volume and time, because everybody's on a different clock. This is very complicated. Nobody in the world has been able to duplicate it, not even USANA. They pay out half the money. So, you don't think I understand what affects what? So it's all built vertically, not horizontally, not in competition, not taking or borrowing from somebody else or volume, not switching volume from the left leg to the right leg secretly and paying each other off. Shame on you. And those of you that do it right, look how strong your business is. Downline placement is not about placing volume. I never placed a dime for any of these people. Not a dime. You know why? It makes them weak. And then you create expectation. I mean, I can't even comprehend in any way at all giving somebody 2,500 volume a week and putting it way down so that everybody gets it, and I keep feeding it. Well, you're not retailing that. That's a big sign that something's wrong. And you're not beating the system. You are the system. You're beating yourself, and it will catch up with you. And guess what? If you manipulate, cheat, and commit fraud, we are going to disgorge and recover every dime of it when you continue to lie and don't come forward and try to come clean. What's so hard about saying, I'm sorry, I want to clean up? I'm going to say it one more time. It will not continue over my dead body. Pray for my death if you think it will continue. You get that? So I want to be friends. I want to love you. I want to work together. I want to build together. I want to change the world. So get rid of that stuff so we can come together as one and do great things. You know, that's what it's about. I love you. That's the bottom line. So downline placement, look, I'll tell you the only situation where I would downline place volume. Okay, listen to this now. We're building from the bottom up. Downline placement is about sponsoring people that you put below them so you have a team that grows faster and works together. That's where you help them with downline placement. You can't do it wide anyway. Does that make sense? Yeah. Oh, but you can't go sponsor somebody. You got to go steal volume and put volume down. That is not the way it works. It'll self-destruct. And you don't have any residual income because you got to be on the computer and arranging the auctions need more product and you don't have it. And oh man, it's just a nightmare. It consumes your whole consciousness. You understand what I'm saying? You should be out sponsoring people and put them under them. Then they'll grow, then they'll hit the checks. You see? So it's about placing real re-entries so that I can make more money. But me making more money benefits them, not taking from them. The worst thing about this whole thing is those that are doing it cannibalize their own group. Forcing the prices down, they're not getting the volume. It's terrible. But the whole business is solid here. Look, from the bottom up. And you can count on that income because it's regenerated income. It's repeat volume. It's sold. People are beating the door down for the product. You see, the great thing about, there's always the other side of the coin. Okay, so as disturbing and as upsetting and as negative as this may be, the other side of the coin is it proves something. Our products are world renowned and sought after. There's a real market for them, and people are beating the door down for them. That's what it proves. In an adverse condition is the best way to test something. It couldn't even happen without that. So we got a lot to be proud of. You see, you don't see them scamming a loser or a product that nobody wants or a business that doesn't work. Okay? The criminal mind only gives after something that's working. Isn't that true? Banks. Okay, so infinite search eliminates the need. Now think about this. For balancing inventory loading, synthetic volume, accrual from week to week and month to month and a year overcomes the need to manipulate. You don't have to fill it out. The beautiful thing about this is it's like water running down a mountain. It'll eventually hit the lake or the river and you get paid. Somebody is eventually, nobody has to be balanced. You just follow it down until somebody says, I get it. I want to do it and work with them, and everybody upline gets paid. Now, they might be half rich. Well, that's not my problem. At least you're half rich. Get the other half. Is this making any sense to you? But now what you do is say, oh, I can make a lot more money if I became them and I built the other leg. That's a loser. And it ain't going to last. It ain't going to last. And you're going to get caught. Okay. So this is a picture of a solid business. Every brick in that structure, every unfranchise like a franchise. Well, what would happen if you went into Starbucks and they were serving Crappuccino? You went into McDonald's and they were serving the pink rings and they're serving, egg rolls or some type of strange muffin. It's not what you came for. You get how bad that is? We all do it the same way, the same products, the same system, the same pay system inside McDonald's. Everything's the same, the drive-through. You don't change it. And guess what? You might not have known this. You're not allowed to change it. It's a franchise. You'll lose your franchise if you violate the rules and don't keep it consistent with the brand. You get that? When I go to California, I want to see the same meeting and the same training as I saw in New Jersey. And that's what makes it work. We're not MLM, deal of the week, way of the week. I have to hide my people because you'll try to steal them to sell tools to. You know, that's bull crap, and we're not going to do it. We're different. We're clean. And you got to hold us to that standard. So what happened? I pushed the wrong one. Where am I? Okay, so these are the key components. So look, here's some things that we're doing proactively to eliminate this. And I just want you to understand, it's really important. It's the preservation of the integrity and pureness of the business that we build on, that we're here for, that we're recognized for. And so we have put blocks. Anything that you do, here's the thing that really bothers me. It becomes a game of hide and seek, beat the system, I'll find another way. And we see it. We see the methods migrating, and we come right back to block them. We now have CIA level Star Wars based on algorithms, detection, and reporting mechanisms. We see right where it's happening. We go right to you. So you're going to get caught. Okay? And when you get caught, if you don't come clean, you're going to be executed. That means out of the business. Okay? And it's not our fault. We're not doing it to be mean, especially after we told you. Right? Okay. So everybody in here has an interest in this. Maybe you're in a group that is happening in and you haven't gotten caught up in it. Maybe you've built the business right and you don't want it to be destroyed. And maybe you're doing it and we would like to save you. Do you want to be saved? That's the question. It's a way of thinking. It's mentally right or mentally wrong. And if you're mentally wrong, not much I can do. And I'm not going to let you destroy our baby or everybody else's business. So just realize that. So the eventual result is you can't sustain it. You need more and more synthetic. It's like a Ponzi scheme. You need more and more synthetic volume and more BDCs hitting in order to offset the losses in the differential of selling it under price. So it creates an addiction. You understand this? And the house of cards folds. And one thing that contributes to it is you start cannibalizing your own people. Okay? But you're stuck. You're stuck. The auction's calling for more product. And you get caught, terminated, and charged back the fraudulent commission. It's a regulatory nightmare. Scares me to death. That's why I am going to be absolutely beyond reproach and speak out the way I do. Nobody's accusing me, the cleanest guy in the industry, of doing something that's a regulatory violation. Okay, so I don't want any intervention. The final result is if you won, watch this, you win. You beat us, smart guy. But you don't have a company anymore. We're gone. Good job. It's like a parasite that gets too hefty and too big. A parasite needs a host, but he better not kill the host. Or he goes too. You understand that? Okay, so we have this stealth CIA, military, FBI detection technology that identifies the factors that have to occur for this to happen. And it identifies them and puts them together and shows location, line of sponsorship, and then we can go down. We can measure the commission's percentage all the way down now of branches in a group. If it's up at 70%, something's wrong. because this thing is so tightly woven mathematically, actuarially, that it all is self-reconciling. Anytime it got out of line, we look at the variable that was introduced, correct it, bam, it snaps right back in line. So there is no doubt. It's proven for 25 years. What more do you want? So, and the way they treat the product, understand that selling unauthorized at auctions is a trademark infringement, because our product, and this is hardcore law. It's not up for debate. The courts won't even discuss it. If the facts are there, we put so much money into the quality of the product, quality control, lab tests. We know how it has to be treated. If the product is set out in heat or left in the wrong conditions or transported through moisture and whatnot, it can damage it. So somebody's getting a product that may be damaged. The quality control things we do on micronutrients and ratios to make sure that the manufacturer hasn't cheated us or made a mistake is incredible. We're that good, you see? We're just that good. And look at this. This stuff is shipped all around, thrown into bins, Look at the boxes in the back. I mean, the way the product is treated and the fact that nobody on the auction or the seller will guarantee the product makes it a trademark infringement. You're not selling the same product, but you're using our label. And the law's really strict on this. In fact, we're going to apply that against the host. And we're working on the legal case. We hope that they'll just come to their senses. We're not looking to get in any legal battles. But when they see it, because other bigger companies than us have won on that, I'm sure they're going to just back down. And then you won't be able to send it to the auction. You get that? So look at these reports. They pop up and alert us. Same address, customer orders, the same address, every aspect. They wouldn't let me go through it all because it's kind of like top secret. You don't want to tell people they're doing it how you do it. But it's there. So the wrong way. I showed you the right way, right? If any of this is happening, you're doing it the wrong way, and you are in the process of aiding and abetting the hijacking of our business for ulterior motives, or you're spreading the cancer. You may not have known that, but unencumbered volume, you know what that is? Products that are ordered that were not sold and aren't sold and are shipped somewhere else. It's illegal. It's called inventory loading. Our plan was built to prevent that, but you found a way around it. So now we're going to close that off too. You're not allowed to place unencumbered volume. Oh, I know you can get away with it because there's not a mechanism to prevent it. But why do I have to talk to entrepreneurs who are supposed to be on the same team about preventing something that doesn't build the business and work? Only if you are trying to scam the system does it work. Why do I need to even talk about it? But at any rate, that'll be blocked. Downline placement of unencumbered, it says unnumbered, a spell check. Common third-party ship-to address right away. Why would 100 people in a group ship to an address in some state when their customers, if they have any, are at home, and say that it's all for customers or they're beating taxes or something? So it's all at one address, and they're all customers. They're not customers. You send it there, and then they claim that they brought it back home then after they shipped it there to sell it. What do you think I am, retarded? Okay, you get the point, right? Okay, it's actually humorous. It actually gets to be a joke after a while. Keeping people active. Plan doesn't support that. Oh, I got 21 seconds. Moving preferred customers to load volume. Going in on someone else's back office. Letting upline or your back office with passcodes. If you do that, both the person who gave the passcode and the person who took the passcode and is going in. I mean, do you go in on other people's bank accounts at the bank? It's crazy. Well, you can't do it here because this is a financial instrument. Okay, you understand that? Okay, don't do it. You may have been doing it for good reasons. Just don't do it. We gave you to make the business faster and easier, to facilitate you growing faster. We gave you the most sophisticated, technologically advanced, fast back office in the world in this type of business. No doubt about it. And what do some people do with it? They turn it into a burglary tool. Well, that's going to end. So buying product for someone upline or crossline that you do not get credit for, involvement in supplying auctions, authorized sellers. When you send a third-party address, all you're doing is send it to the auction, you know. So the right way, the unfranchised way, the career manual, what we taught here today, no beating the system. That's the Market America, Shop.com, shopping annuity unfranchised. Let's make it strong. Okay. Is it time? Okay, I'm switching gears. And by the way, I really wanted to spend some time, but you know the rule now. When time is up, the bell rings, we change classes. There's always more. But I'll get back to it somehow, maybe this weekend, on what makes the marketing plan work dynamically and mathematically and actuarially. Because see, volume, like every other company in the world, does not end at the end of the month and reset to zero. It continues to accumulate. And that changes everything. And there's all types of factors that affect the accumulation, accrual, 100% credit without dilution to everybody in the line. This creates some vulnerabilities if we have dishonest people. So we're going to explain to you how the marketing plan really works mathematically so that you understand the why. Volume is just not volume, you see. And I want you to understand the why, because I know that you're very intelligent people, and I don't think that you would have done this if you really knew why it's a problem and can't be done, that you're really just shooting yourself in the head. It's like a boomerang. Can I do the boomerang and I'll go into this? See, you think you're really brilliant or smart, and I got a trick that I can throw this out there, and it'll come back to me with volume that I didn't have to sell. And I'll place it in the marketing plan and make more money than anybody else. Okay, but you don't understand. Put that video on. That's in here. You see? He threw it out, and it's coming back in a 360 right behind him. Lucky it didn't hit him in his head, but it hit somebody else in his group's head. Now, here's a guy doing it right. He's a pro, a boomerang pro. You saw it? Okay, so it comes right back in. Now, we practiced, and we know that we can do this. But it only worked about 50% of the time. And it was hitting over there in Taiwan. It was hitting over here in the $1 million earners. I mean, it generally was hitting in this group or that group. Now, let me tell you about Market America. Let me tell you about Market America. I would have loved to have done that demonstration because it's very accurate and analogous. However, it demonstrates another principle of the company. We will never do anything that will hurt one single person in the business. Period. You see? Okay, so I got 20 minutes to do an hour. This is a really important stuff. I want you, as my friend, somebody who believes in us, whether you did right or wrong, to understand what we're doing now, where we're going. 25, 26 years old, and we're about to change the world, if you get it. You know, now, I tell you the 5 things necessary to create a total paradigm shift and take back the economy and revolt against the establishment is in our hands. We have the technology, we have the people. The question is, will you vote? Will you vote, and will you buy what you vote for? If that happens, we have the rest done. It'll be beyond a movement. It'll be a revolution because we're sick of being broke. See? And if you're making it now, God bless you. This is your chance to do what I've done. Influence thousands of lives to be economically free. I hope you take that challenge because when you die, there is no more days. There are no more mornings. Everybody that cared about you forgets about you because they got to work, and they're struggling too. But if you influence hundreds of lives and give them economic freedom, you become an immortal image in their heart, soul, and mind. And your picture's up on that mantelpiece. You have made a difference in this carnation. You understand? So I want to tell you before I demonstrate this, if you're wondering what I'm going to do what we did last time where I tried to demonstrate to you the reality of digital aggregation. It's a great thing to talk about to get people curious. Okay? One-to-one marketing using digital aggregation. They can't keep us apart anymore because we're connected, we're monetized, we can sell anything. We have a universal shopping cart. We have everything necessary to not be controlled anymore and to create our own economy. Your wheels going? You know, okay, so let me start with this. The average income is $53,700. It might be, I think it went up. It didn't go up any because inflation wasn't here. You're going to get a tax credit, they say, of equivalent to about $4,000. That, you know, we'll see. So it's this year, so let's just use that, 57.7. If it's wrong, it's wrong. We'll go back to 53.7 or whatever it really is. These are old numbers. It's been 5 years since we started, right? To see, I can say I might be wrong. Can you say you might be wrong? But it's close. Close enough to go after it. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to get it perfect because I don't like anybody to argue with me. Okay? So, UFOs in this arena. 23,000 over the weekend. Not everybody's here every day, but that's the ticket number, the turnstile number. Okay, so 23,000 UFOs right here. Turn to the person next to you and shake their hand or touch them or pinch them. Are they real? Okay, so this is not synthetic. This is not imaginary. We're here. Holy moly. And look, where else in America do people go to a corporate business event, pay their own way, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, airline ticket, hotel? I mean, whatever it is, it's a lot. And nobody else spends it at their work. But you're an entrepreneur. That's all the difference in the world. Did you fight for seats? Have we changed that yet here like we did in Taiwan? And you line up at the door. Where else in America does a person sit from 8 in the morning to 7 at night on a hardback chair and they won't even go to the bathroom? And then when they get back, they grab a quick bite to eat and they go to breakouts all night long. I don't know what happens after that, but there's a lot of hanky-panky. But at any rate, where else? Man, so you're not a little involved. You're not interested. You may be trying to figure it out, but you're here. That says a hell of a lot. That's more than a Facebook person. Okay, so we're real, we're here, and we are in the top 5% of the people in the world because we are the producers. We are the ambitious, right? Or you wouldn't be here. Do you agree with that? Okay, so you're not just somebody or a number. Okay, so that is, look at the math. That is $1,311,000,000 of income power right here in this room. Does anybody want to debate that? Because this is one I can win, you know. Okay. Active UFOs. Active UFOs. You represent, as a group, 160,000 people. I know the number was 200,000. There's a lot of fake ones in there, so I'm, you know. Okay, so look at this. $9,243,200,000. $243,200,000. Oh, this is small business, little rinky-dink thing. You go to those things and get all excited and they, you know, brainwash you and you act like a dumb donkey. Right? Okay. Active customers, 6 million on the books, buying product. I don't know how many of them are fake either, but they're buying product. That's $346 billion, 200 million. Oh, small time, right? See, I'm a lot like, in one way, Bucket. He's a numbers guy, Warren Bucket. He analyzes numbers and looks for multiples. That's exactly how my brain works, multiples. And how realistic are they? So we're dealing with a 346 billion potential right here, represented by the leaders in this room. This is not small, and it's not made up. Are you getting this? Okay, so we know that you spend on Market America-like consumable products, okay, and other products that we don't have, we've solved that. Did you learn anything yesterday? Would you agree with that? It might not be perfect yet, but it's getting there. And guess what? If it doesn't get there, it's all your fault because you're the ones that vote and we'll get the product. And you buy it. Do you agree? And you're not spending more money, you're saving money because you're buying that anyway. We all in agreement? Okay, so that's 523,250,000 right here in this room being spent right now. Now, how many commission checks does that pay? Talk about a real business. You guys get this? It's like, you know, at least a little, you know, spark in there? Active UFOs, 160,000. So if you extend that to your influence, okay, you got $3,640,000 just on the shopping annuity part of the you know, consumable products that we all know that we're spending. And if you disagree, you don't qualify. If the number's wrong, it's my fault, and it's not far off, but I'll get it fixed. Is that a deal? So let's stop arguing over numbers. I will fix that. If you disagree after the experts say it, well, you know, go argue with them. Okay, so active customers, $136,500,000,000. So, let's look at it this way. Am I still going the right direction? You have $57,000 in income and 30% living expenses deducted, fixed living, housing, and all that. See, Phil, I took your advice. $40,000 left. So out of that, you're going to do your expendables. You're spending that money somewhere, either on big purchases like furniture, you know, all stuff that we have in the shopping annuity. So that's 929 million right in this room. Right here. That's the power, economic power that we have. Active customers, 6 million. I know that I'm running over. You're going to have to give me 10 more minutes. 242. Okay, whoops, one back. So the point is, where is the one with, okay, so if half the people in this arena bought a product, Marty, for $10, and everybody got together because you all needed it, you voted on it, and even though you buy many different things than the person next to you, that's one thing that you all buy. And there's another set. The person on the other side of you buys something else that you buy. But they don't buy everything you buy. They buy a lot of different stuff. But the commonalities and the permutations are massive. And all we got to do is connect the dots and presto. Oh, I don't know if you get this. You'll have the coolest thing in the world is something that somebody has to hardly not work at in order for it to work, because everybody's broke, everybody's spending money, everybody's getting ripped off, and they want a way to do it better. It just has to be easy enough. So everybody's going to get in. How come I can believe that, but you can't? Well, when I started Market America, nobody believed anybody would get in. But they did. So I have a better batting average than you do. Okay, 11,000. That's 1,380,000. Immediately 115,000. When you go to a supplier with a $1,380,000 worth of volume, what happens? The price goes down, BV goes up. You guys getting this? You have power. We're providing the mechanisms. Okay, but over a year, Marty, that's 1,380,000. Okay, so let's say only 5,000 all want that product. Not half, less than that. Because it could be any number. That's 600,000 a year. First order, 50,000. Only 1,000 because you like some type of exotic underwear or something. You know, you're not normal. You like some strange natural cereal. But you got other people that you influence that you convince that they should get it too. And they like it. You were right. So there's 1,000. Huh? That's 10,000 each month, 120,000. That's enough to make it work. Are you getting this? So in this room, where's my thing? In this room are all of you. But you're actually, and we had a bigger screen last time, when we had every single one of you up there. Where did I put the clicker now? No, that's the wrong thing. Okay, so here's the point. All of those squares are real people in the business, okay? If we could verify every ticket with a picture, I would have put all of you up there. But we know many that are here, okay? So it's real. You want to touch the person next to you again? Touch them. Come on, touch them. Hug them or something, because they're real. They're in here, okay? So it's not what one of us can do for our own self-interest. It's not what one of us can do for our own self-interest. It's what all of us can do for our own self-interest together that creates a paradigm shift. You get that? So every one of those squares up there, you see these squares? Huh? That's an organization. There's 160,000 people up there. And that one right there is your organization. And there you are. Okay, so across all the organizations are many people like you and just like your organization. They all want different things, but out of the different things that they want, there's commonalities that add up to huge numbers. We are able, because it's a digital age and it could never be done before because they could keep us separate. We were in different geographies, we were on different time zones, and we couldn't communicate, and we couldn't collect data, and we couldn't get orders, and we didn't have the product, and we didn't have the monetized system. So all this was impossible. But now that's not true. So each one of those organizations, okay, has people that want the same product. Are you getting this? I hope. So there's the people out of all these organizations, one of which was yours, that wanted this product. Okay? Well, there is one of those people in that picture that's right here. Where is? Stand up. There he is. See? That dude is right there. He's right there. He's real. And there's another one in your group. Are you getting this? Are you understanding this? Digital aggregation. One-to-one marketing. Everybody hates to be sold, but they love to buy. Nobody wants to be sold, but there's things that they love to buy. Well, the most common thing is what they're already using. So if I can provide them what they're already using at a lower price, they have a good reason to buy from me, right? And this is what makes this work. Because we're not looking to sell everything. They're already buying. We're just going to provide it to them at a better price and provide them the possibility of a residual income because it'll track their footprint, because when it works for them, they can't help but tell their family and friends. And they're not getting into the business necessarily right away. They figure that out later. Why should you make all the money? You agree with this? Okay. Wow, this dude likes freedom grain-free with no glutens chicken recipe for dogs. You got a dog? So see, we would only, when somebody doesn't have a dog, don't put in front of them a dog food. Although they may be the dog. Okay, so there's 16 BV there. So here is another product that we ask you to poll on, to vote on. Everybody has their computer. Everybody has a shopping annuity. Everybody is connected. And we ask you to poll. It's kind of like voting. If you know, people don't vote, they bitch about who the president is. It's not my fault that he got elected. Like him or not, he won because your people didn't vote. I can't help that. You know, it's only 4 years. Give the guy a chance, and then there'll be another one. Maybe 8, right? Okay, so I never seen a time in my life where people were afraid to say who they're for or voted for because they might get beat up. You know, but at any rate, here's another one. That's different groups in different parts of the world, in different geographies at different time zones. And we ask you to vote. First, you nominate. Third week of the month, you nominate products. We vote on that to see if any of them make it, because you might have had that great idea. The research department and Marty's department, and Eddie's department, have been finding things that there are deals on that have high sales numbers. We put them up to vote. That's like a primary. Everybody's in the primary, and it gets reduced down to, you know, fewer candidates. And then the final vote puts the ones up there that you can buy, and your vote is buying it. Wow, all of a sudden your BV, your IBV goes up. Okay, they wanted it anyway. They spent less money. Presto, one-to-one marketing, mass customization, digital aggregation. Just like Uber. I need a ride. We got a car. Boop. You get this? This is what all this stuff is that I'm doing. You know how many times I had to explain binomial or binary marketing to these people? I mean, it wasn't easy to get because it was so out there. It changed everything. You know, I was going to do this earlier. Maybe I'll save it for the close. But I want to tell you about being a game changer. Football used to not have a forward pass or a man in motion. But a guy from Notre Dame changed all that. Well, I'm the guy from Greensboro that's going to change the game. Again, you know? All right. So, take a look. You're in there somewhere. If you're not there, you're there. If you're not there, you're there. You get this? Boom. They want Chex Mix. And so did 1,000 other people from other groups. Okay? Where are they? Where is it? Stand up! Stand up here so they can see it. They don't believe it. They're real. They're good looking. They're motivated. They're entrepreneurs. Right? Now, but the point is, they're not in your group. But there is another set of people over here in your group, and in Frank's group, and in Elizabeth's group that have the same concept. Are you getting the concept? Please, I want you to understand why all this hiss-boom-bah. Look, before Google, nobody ever thought there would be one. Nobody even knew that the concept existed. Right? Before Apple, nobody knew that there could be home computer, also Microsoft. I used to be a Microsoft guy, now I'm an Apple guy, so I switched. You know, don't get mad at me. Different strokes for different folks, different ways on different days, and different places for different faces. Here we go. So all those people from your different groups, from different geographical areas, different time zones, love one of those products that we put up, and we're not selling anything. People hate to be sold, they love to buy. They're getting it cheaper, and presto, the shopping annuity is raising your BV and IBV. And it spreads. Okay? So another one. Oh, I know this couple. I wonder what's going on with these Clorox disinfectant wipes. But there they are. Now, but you know what? It's just not them. They don't have to convince their whole group to do it because there's people in your groups that want it and we're connected. Okay. Hey, how much do you like this? Are you getting it? So, all that stuff that some of you do on your computer all night long trying to move volume around and, you know, create fake centers and activate for people, why don't you stop doing that and spend more time on this? Because it'll be solid. I'm trying to click, oh, we're done. Do you get it? Do you get it? This is what makes us different. We're not multi-level. We're a tracking system. We're digital aggregation. We're cutting edge. We're changing the world. Where's the meter? Where's the meter? Give me the meter. Where is it? There. Change the world. We can change the world. We can all get rich. I believe in you. I love you. Let's make it happen.